The lights inside the Ireland's Got Talent theater glow softly as the announcer's voice fills the room, introducing a group of young dancers from Cebu City in the Philippines. The camera slowly moves toward the stage where four children stand close together, holding hands tightly as if the warmth between them is the only thing keeping their nerves steady. Their clothes are simple and clearly worn from years of use. Their shoes are mismatched, and one child is barefoot. The judges notice immediately. One judge leans back slightly, another tilts their head with curiosity, and the third judge watches silently, trying to understand the story behind these small faces. The audience murmurs gently, unsure of what to expect. The children bow politely, their voices soft as they explain they come from poor families and learn to dance on the streets of Cebu City, practicing wherever they could find space. When the music begins, the mood shifts. The first movements are slow and emotional. The children crouch low, their arms moving as if shielding themselves from rain and hardship. Their expressions reflect hunger, fear, and long nights without shelter. The judges' faces begin to change as they realize this is not just a dance but a story being told through young bodies that have lived it. As the music builds, the children begin moving faster, their steps sharp and precise despite their age. They spin, slide, and leap across the stage with surprising control. Each movement feels intentional, as if it represents another chapter of their lives in Cebu City. One child acts out sweeping the streets, another mimics carrying heavy loads, while the others support each other, lifting and pulling as if survival depends on unity. The camera cuts to the judges. One judge has leaned forward completely, elbows on knees, eyes locked on the stage. Another judge's lips part slightly in disbelief. The audience starts clapping softly in rhythm without realizing it. When the beat drops, the children explode into powerful synchronized footwork, their bodies moving as one. Their poverty disappears in that moment, replaced by raw talent and determination. Gasps ripple through the crowd as one child performs an unexpected flip and lands perfectly. The judges exchange quick glances, silently acknowledging that something special is unfolding in front of them. Midway through the performance, the music slows again, and the children gather in the center of the stage. They move as if sharing food, sharing warmth, sharing dreams. One child pretends to fall, symbolizing defeat, and the others immediately rush to lift them back up. This moment hits the judges deeply. One judge's eyes fill with tears, and they quickly look away, trying to compose themselves. Another judge presses their lips together, nodding slowly. The audience grows quieter, completely absorbed. The children's faces show pain but also hope. Their final section begins with rapid movements, spins, and jumps that feel almost impossible for such young dancers. Sweat shines on their faces under the stage lights, but they never lose focus. The final pose shows them standing tall together, arms raised, eyes lifted as if looking toward a better future beyond the streets of Cebu City. The music stops suddenly. There is silence for one heartbeat, then the entire theater erupts. The audience jumps to its feet, clapping and cheering loudly. The judges stand as well, applauding with visible emotion. One judge wipes tears from their face openly, no longer trying to hide it. Another judge places a hand over their heart, shaking their head in disbelief. The children stand frozen for a moment, unsure if the reaction is real. When they finally realize the applause is for them, their faces break into smiles mixed with shock and tears. One child covers their mouth, overwhelmed. The host walks onto the stage, smiling warmly, giving the children a moment to breathe. When the judges begin speaking, their voices are not steady. One judge says they have seen many dancers, but never a story told with such honesty and courage by children so young. Another judge says they felt every step, every struggle, every dream. Tears roll down as a judge admits they forgot they were judging a competition and instead felt like they were witnessing something life-changing. The children listen quietly, holding hands again, their chests rising and falling quickly. As the feedback continues, one judge mentions Cebu City by name, saying the world now knows where these children come from and what strength lives there. Another judge says poverty did not define them, but it shaped a fire inside them that burned brightly on this stage. The camera shows audience members wiping their eyes, parents holding their children close, and people cheering with pride for kids they have never met. When the results moment arrives, the tension is unbearable. The children squeeze each other's hands tightly, eyes closed. The judge who has been crying the most looks at them and says no matter what happens next, they have already won something priceless. The moment feels heavy with emotion. Whether it is a buzzer, a yes, or something even bigger, the impact is undeniable. The children bow deeply, tears falling freely now, as the applause continues. In that moment, these poor kid dancers from Cebu City are no longer just street performers. They are symbols of hope, resilience, and dreams that traveled all the way from the Philippines to the Ireland's Got Talent stage and touched hearts across the world.